Hello everyone. Today our topic for discussion is option from derivatives. So this is part 1 where I'll be discussing about call, put option and long call and short call. In part 2 I'll be discussing about long put and short put. So let us start with part 1, call option, put option, long call and short call. Let us understand what is an option. Option is basically a contract between two parties where the price is already fixed in advance, the date of maturity of the contract is already fixed, and the two parties agree on particular terms. Now, there are certain things you need to know. The first thing is the strike price. Strike price is also called as exercise price, or we call it as contract price, the price at which the contract has been agreed upon. Second is the maturity. Now maturity can be also called as expiry date of the contract, or you can say when the contract will get matured. Premium is an amount which is paid by the buyer of the contract to the writer of the option. We can also call the writer of the option as seller of the contract. The best part of the option contract is that the buyer of the contract gets a right but not an obligation to execute the contract. So it becomes his right whether he wants to execute the contract or not to execute it. Let us understand the call option with this example. So over here we have two parties. The first party is called as Mr. C, who is the buyer of the call option, and the second party is Ms. Rekha, who is opposite to the buyer of the call option, and she is writer of the option. Now Mr. C has entered to a contract with Ms. Rekha stating that after 1 month, that is on October 10th, he will purchase HUL share from Rekha at rupees 2000, for which he will be paying a premium to Rekha, that is rupees 200, because for the period of 1 month, Rekha will not be selling that share to anybody else. So she'll be holding the share with her till October 10th. So on October 10th, Mr. C will check the spot market, that is the rate going on of the same share in the market. So current price we call it. So if the current price or the spot price of HUL share is 3000 rupees in the market, which means that if Mr. C has to purchase HUL share from the market, he has to pay 3000 rupees. But if he execute the contract on October 10th, he just has to pay 2000 rupees to Rekha and buy it from her. So what will Mr. C do over here? Mr. C will execute the contract because the share is available at a cheaper price in the contract compared to the spot rate. So when the share price is more in the spot market, Mr. C will execute the contract. That means when I say it is more, it should be more than the exercise price, that is the contract price. And when the share price is less, that is if on October 10th the spot price is 1000 rupees. In that case, Mr. C will not execute the contract because HUL share is available in the spot market for 1000 rupees. So Mr. C will not buy the share from Mr. Rekha at rupees 2000. So he will let the contract expire. So his loss over here will be only limited to the premium he has paid, that is 200 rupees. So this is how a call option is executed. Now suppose we have to calculate the profit earned by Mr. C after execution of the contract. So let us take the same example where the market price is 3000, that is the spot rate is 3000 in the market and the contract price is 2000 rupees. So Mr. C knows that if he has to purchase the share from the market, he has to pay 3000 rupees. But if he go with the contract, he has to pay only 2000 rupees. So what he does is he executes the contract. So he purchases the share from Ms. Rekha at rupees 2000 and sells the same share in the spot market for 3000. So his intrinsic value is 1000 rupees. From that 1000, he will minus his outgoing, that is the premium he has paid to Rekha, that is minus 200. So his actual profit is rupees 800. Now let us understand what is long call. Now when we talk about long call, we have to see from the side of the buyer of the call option. So let us understand this long call from the side of the buyer of the call option. Over here, I have given an example. Now, Mr. C purchases a call option on September 9th. His contract is for 1 month. That means his contract will mature after 1 month. That will come exactly on October 9th. The asset he is trading on is HUL share. The contract price for one share is 2000 rupees. Expiry date is October 10th. Premium that he has to pay to the writer of the option is 200. We have to calculate profit and loss if the spot price are 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000 on the date of maturity. So let us check how can we calculate long call. Now this is the table where I have shown spot price, strike price, intrinsic value, premium and profit and loss. So under first condition, if the spot price is 500. So over here Mr. C's contract price says 2000 rupees. That means HUL share is available in the spot market for 500 rupees. Whereas in his contract, he is going to purchase from the opposite party for rupees 2000. So this is a loss deal for him. So he will not execute the contract over here and he will let the contract to expire. So when we calculate his loss over here, his loss will be limited to the premium he has paid to the opposite party. That is 200 rupees. So under first condition, his loss will be limited to 200 rupees. Now let us go to the second condition where the spot market is 1000 rupees and the strike price is 2000 rupees. That means if he has to buy the share of HUL from the spot market, he has to pay 1000 rupees. But in his contract, the same share he has to buy it for 2000 rupees. So this is a loss deal. So he will not execute the contract over here. He will let it expire and he will buy the same share from the spot market for rupees 1000. So here his loss is limited to the premium that he has paid to the opposite party, that is 200 rupees. Now under third situation where the spot price is 2000 rupees and the strike price is also 2000 rupees. So over here he is neither getting any profit from this or loss, but he has paid a premium of 200. So his loss is limited to 200 rupees. Now let us go to the next situation where the market, that is a spot market rate, is 3000. The strike price is 2000. Okay, so in this scenario, the HUL share is available in the spot market for 3000 rupees and in his contract it is available for 2000 rupees. So here he will execute the contract. Why? Because the contract price is lower to that of spot price. So he is earning money. So when he executes the contract, that means when he executes the when he buys the HUL share, he will buy it for 2000 and the same share he will sell it in the spot market for 3000. So his incoming is 1000 rupees. From the 1000 rupees, he has paid 200 rupees premium to the opposite party. So that minusing 200 rupees, whatever remaining amount is his profit. So that is 800 rupees. Now let us go to the next scenario where spot price is 4000 rupees. That means in the market HUL shares are available for 4000 rupees to be purchased, whereas Mr. C's contract, he can buy the same share for 2000 rupees. So he will execute the contract. He will buy it for 2000 rupees and sell it for 4000. Therefore he is making a profit of 2000. That means his incoming is 2000. From his 2000, he will minus the premium that he has paid to the opposite party, that is the writer of the option. So that amounts to 1800. So that is his profit. Under next scenario, where the spot price is 5000 and the strike price is 2000. So HUL share is available in the market for 5000 rupees, whereas in his contract he can buy the same share for 2000 rupees. So he will execute the contract on October 10th and he will buy the shares for 2000 rupees, where he has made a profit of 3000. Now we don't call it as 3000, we can say that his incoming is 3000, because only after minusing the premium we can call it as profit or loss. So this 3000, when we minus 200 rupees premium paid by him to the opposite party, 2800 rupees will become his profit. Under next scenario, where the market price is 6000 and the strike price is 2000, again he will execute the contract because he is going to purchase the share at the price of 2000 compared to the market rate, and then he will earn 4000 rupees. From the 4000 he will minus the premium that he has paid and the remaining amount will become his profit. So this is how we make a long call table and calculate the profit of the buyer of the option. Let us understand the payoff diagram of Mr. C, who is the buyer of the option. So on the x-axis over here you can see the prices, and on the y-axis you will see profit and loss of buyer of the option. So since I can't show the entire payoff diagram, I have taken the spot price for 3000 rupees and I have shown a payoff table for the same. Now suppose the spot price is 3000 rupees and the strike price is 2000 rupees. So over here Mr. C will execute the contract because he is able to purchase HUL shares at lesser price from the contract compared to the market spot rate, that is rupees 3000. Now when you draw the payoff table for the buyer of the option, that is Mr. C, you will start from the loss that he has faced. The loss is the premium that he has paid to the writer of the option. So loss of 200, as I have spotted on the y-axis, I will draw a horizontal line up to the strike price, that is 2000 rupees, and from 2000 rupees I will draw a diagonal line towards 3000 rupees, that is the spot rate. So this is how we draw a payoff diagram for the buyer of the option. This simply means that the C has executed a contract when the spot rate is 3000 and he has earned 1000 rupees from it, from which he has deducted the 200 rupees premium that he has paid to the writer of the option, and his actual profit is rupees 800. We have understood the payoff table of the buyer of the option. Now let us understand the payoff table of writer of the option. So I have taken the same example to understand the concept. Considering the same example, Mr. C is the buyer of the option. So Ms. Rekha will be the writer of the option who has to sell the share when Mr. C will order for it. That is, Mr. C has a right but not an obligation to execute the contract, but Ms. Rekha has an obligation if C asks for it. So let us understand. Rekha takes a short position on call option on September 9th. The contract is for 1 month. The asset that is traded is HUL share. Contract price or exercise price or strike price, we can call it as 2000. Expiry date is after 1 month, that is October 9th. She receives a premium of 200 rupees. Now we have to calculate the profit and loss if the spot price after 1 month is 500, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. So let us calculate Rekha's payoff table. Let us understand the payoff table from the point of view of the writer of the option. So over here we will see 5 columns: spot price, strike price, intrinsic value, premium, and profit and loss. So let us understand the first condition where spot price is 500 or the maturity rate. The contract price is 2000 rupees. Mr. C is the buyer of the option and he notes that the spot price on the maturity date is 500. That means shares are available in the market for rupees 500, whereas his contract rate is 2000 rupees. So he will not execute the contract and he will let it expire. But he has to pay premium to the writer of the option. So the paid premium will be the profit for writer of the option. So over here in first case, the profit for the writer of the option, that is Miss Rekha, is rupees 200. Now let us compare the second scenario. In second scenario, the spot price is 1000 rupees on the maturity date. That means that Mr. C has noticed that the actual shares are available for 1000 rupees in the spot market on the maturity date, whereas his contract price is 2000 rupees. He will still not execute the contract because he can buy it at cheaper price from the spot market. So he will let it expire, but still he has to pay the premium to the writer of the option. So over here 200 rupees is the profit for the writer of the option, that is Miss Rekha. The third condition, where the spot price is 2000 and strike price is 2000, it is at the money situation, and still Mr. C will not execute the contract, let it expire, and he will pay 200 rupees to the writer of the option. So profit for the writer of the option is 200 rupees. Now let us understand when the spot price is 3000 rupees and the strike price is 2000 rupees. Over here Mr. C will execute the contract because the contract price is less than compared to the spot price on the date of maturity. So when Mr. C will execute the contract, the writer of the option has to sell the shares to Mr. C. So over here Mr. writer of the option will face a loss of 1000 rupees, from which 200 rupees of premium will be deducted. So her actual loss will be minus 800 rupees. Similarly, when the spot price rises to 4000 rupees and the strike price is 2000, Mr. C will execute the contract and the writer of the option will face a loss of 2000 rupees as the market price is 4000 and the writer of the option has to sell the share for 2000 rupees. So 2000 minus 200 premium that she receives, so the total loss is 1800. Same thing is applicable for 5000 rupees and 6000 rupees. So this is how the profit and loss for the writer of the option is calculated. This is the payoff diagram for the writer of the option. Over here I have taken one condition where the spot price is 3000 rupees and the strike price is 2000 rupees. It's not possible to show the payoff diagram for all the prices. So I took the one where Mr. C will execute the contract. So in this diagram, the x-axis shows the share prices and the y-axis shows the profit and loss of the writer of the option. So since the writer of the option earns a premium of rupees 200, which is a profit for her, so we will draw a horizontal line from 200 till the strike price, that is 2000, and from the strike price we will draw a diagonal line towards the spot price, which is 3000. So basically the difference between the strike and spot is the loss faced by the writer of the option. So there will be the loss amount will keep on changing as and when the spot price will keep changing. That means if the spot price is keeping on increasing, then the loss amount will also increase. So this is how a payoff diagram of writer of the option is shown. This was all for today's session. Next session we will take short call and short put.